Hey, Tony Gaskins here. Now you popping in on this video. Now you don't realize I just shot a video, but I looked at the camera and said, let me start over. I had too many breaks in the I had just too many hiccups in the video. I had a package come to the door for my wife. Had to get up. The camera was still running. I done did that before, but I just ain't want to do that to y'all today. Now y'all got to forgive me for my drip that I got on today. Okay, all right. I got a jeweler out in Houston, Texas. Jimmy boy sent me this here new drip, and I ain't paid for it yet. So don't talk. Oh, that's how you spend your money. But so sometimes we'll barter, and I have clients, celebrity clients, and they may do something for me in their field, and I do something for them in my field, like produce them a course or write them a book. So y'all, touch a no. But hey. Touch and know, y'all know I used to be in the streets trying to get fast money. Now I earn a living legally, the right way, running my companies. But I'm still swagoo ragoo from the asphalt. Still want me a little bit of drip every now and then. Yes, I'm a life coach. I'm just built different than some life coaches. So understand that. Excuse me, say the comments. Now this is Talks with Tony. I have not read this whole email. I had read the first 2 or 3 sentences on my last video, so we picking back up. Y'all forgive me. No cuts, no edits. Hello, Tony. Was in a long distance relationship from July till October. Now y'all gonna forgive me the way this one here is written. It's some periods sprinkled in there, and it's y'all forgive me how this one is written a little bit. She was in a rush, and so we're gonna try to get through this. From July till October, this guy was good to me, treated me like a woman should be treated, told me he loves me and is in love with me. We planned a baby. In between July to October, he asked me to marry him. In between July to October, and a month later we went to get ring sizes. A couple weeks ago he picked the month he was marrying me, which is October 2021. Still no engagement ring, and complains about finance. I told him I don't need a big wedding nor a fancy ring. For now, we can do the court thing, he stated. I'm not going to rush him. He stated, I'm not going to rush him. Now, y'all forgive me on how I'm reading this now. It's not a rush. You telling me you love me and etc. Okay, she's from the hood. All right. Why do I have to wait over a year and continue to live in sin? Even with him saying, I'm not going to rush him to push the date and court is out, because the judge that marries is the same person that can divorce. For you decide if you really want me. For you to decide if you really want me. It's not fair. He got married younger through the court. He says it was because of the religion. Divorced a couple years later, I feel as though he still has baggage and treating me as such. So we live over 5 hours away, close to 6 away. We alternated weekends. I told him distance wouldn't work after so long. So he stated how he didn't like my city after coming here. So I mentioned coming there. We talked about it. 3 weeks ago, I uprooted my kids he never met and moved there within a week. It was nothing but pure ATLL of him arguing with me. I'm trying not to cry. Tears be coming to my eyes. I'm not really crying. It just emotion be coming to me when I be reading the stuff that y'all be doing. But I ain't, I just emotional. I ain't crying. I ain't sad. I ain't sad for it. Just be, I don't know what it is. Just be coming over me like, man, like. So let me go back. So we live over 5 hours away, close to 6 away, and we alternated weekends. I told him distance wouldn't work after so long, so he stated how he didn't like my city after coming here. So I mentioned coming there. We talked about it. 3 weeks ago, I uprooted my kids he never met and moved there within a week. It was nothing but pure HELL of him arguing with me. I believe he didn't think I was coming, because how could a person say all these things and change within a week? So it got so bad, I went back home 6 hours. He said it was my fault I didn't stay. I should have worked it out. But prior he stated, if it worked, it worked. If it don't, it don't. I texted, called, and everything. A lot of back and forth saying I want him. Then it's like he would do something and I would say it's not working. He changed. He act as though I called too much, but in the beginning it was okay. He always bringing up old disagreements. I state, bae, I want peace, not trying to argue. Commercial break. Let me find where I was. Not trying to argue. We used to pray. He is Jehovah. I'm Christian. Okay, he's Jehovah Witness. I'm Christian. Now I'm trying to put the little words in that she missed. She was typing probably on the phone, moving a little fast. So y'all forgive her for that. She did not mean to do that. Okay, so don't be in the comments going in on how it's written. She was rushing. She had a lot on her heart, a lot on the spirit. He is Jehovah Witness. I'm Christian. I told him I didn't want to have until marriage. He state he doesn't agree, and I'm not gonna control him. It's more to it. I blew him up yesterday, text and call. Really, no response, really. But when he did, making like it's my fault of calling me too much and not letting him get off the phone, which are lies. I apologized. I feel stupid. I'm hurt and confused. What do? I have no father in my life. I know I need to trust God, yet I can't cause this is a major distraction. We used to talk hours. Bae, call me anytime before. To now I break his sleep and we talk on the phone too much. Okay, you say call him anytime. Now he say you breaking his sleep and y'all on the phone too much. But because of distance, he even stated in the beginning, everything you do to get a person, you have to do to keep them. With the distance, things were great till I moved in for 7 days before God said it's time to go. After this man stated, if it work, it does. If not, it doesn't. I felt he had no more fight in him. And he didn't love me or wasn't in love with me anymore at that point. The other day, I said hurtful things like child support and being pregnant because he tried to break it off. He got really upset, yelling, and etc. And he called me a B. Prior to that, he stated he couldn't do this anymore. I felt he wanted this, but wanted me to be the one to break it off so it wouldn't be on him. It's like I was begging because afterwards I tried to reconcile and apologize like it was my fault. Help me, please. Signed, Lost and Confused. Up at 2 a.m. in the morning. Let me see if you're lying. You sent this at 8:42 p.m. So you're lying. You ain't up at 2 a.m. This is 8:42 p.m. Now, sister, God bless you. Okay, God bless. Lord, I need to start reading these before I get on the camera. Now, see, once I cut this camera on, we got to go with it. We got to go with it once I cut this camera on. Now, okay. Now, all right. Lord, forgive me. Y'all forgive me. I should have read this here. But everybody need help. So I really can't, God don't turn away the one because he got the 99. He helped the 100. So, sister, I'm here for you. Oh, Lord. Now, first what I'm going to tell you is, have you read A Woman's Influence? Have you read Mrs. Right? Have you read Single is Not a Curse? Have you taken Real Love University on TonyGassinsAcademy.com? Because you got moving money. Do you have course and book money? Because that's really what you're going to need, sister. Because you say you don't have a father. And this right here, now there's women doing this with a daddy. But I'm going to tell you, now for one, you was in a long distance relationship. First and foremost, everybody remember long distance is not real. Long distance is not real. You later understood that in here. The second thing, you say you was in a long distance relationship from July till October. From July till October. The guy was good to me. Sis, you can't expect him to be anything less than good to you for 4 months. July, August, September, October. That's 4 months. And that wasn't even the whole 4 months, because you didn't say July 1st to October 31st. So it's less than 4 months, sister. This guy was good to me. He treated you like a woman should be treated. Well, Ted Bundy do that. Ted Bundy did that for the first 4 months with the women he met. You see what I mean? Come on now, so you can't give no man credit for 4 months of treatment. Now the next thing is we plan the baby, and he asked me to marry him. Listen, don't ever plan no baby with no man under a year, and you can't ever trust a man who asks you to marry him under 6 months. Ever in your life. Oh, Lord Jesus, sister, come on. This what y'all be doing. He's Jehovah's Witness, you Christian, but he got you on your back. You on your back. So you backsliding Christian right now. You say you moved in, said you uprooted your children and moved in. You ain't know him for 4 months. I need another coach. I need one of my other coaches to pick up right here. Y'all come on in. Y'all give a sister some loving advice in the comments. Sister, you see this video, read all the loving advice. Y'all don't be rude to her. Help out. Y'all know sometimes I be a little too harsh, a little too real. Sis, you gonna need a life coach. The money you spent, spend that money on coaching. You're gonna need a life coach. Now here's what y'all got to understand. Remember these rules that I give y'all as I'm going through these emails. Number one, long distance is not real. It is not real. Unless you knew that person before the distance was introduced, then you dating a figment of your imagination. That has to be the rule of thumb. Yes, you could end up being a exception to the rule. But until then, it is not real. Understand that. Y'all write that rule down. The next thing, never trust a man that asks you to marry him in less than 6 months. Because although he knows you are his wife on the first date or the first real conversation or in the first month, he still will not ask you in less than 6 months because he has sense enough to know if he is a good man, a mature man, and a real man. He has sense enough to know that he needs to give it at least 9 to 12 months to get to know you, to make sure you are not crazy. Understand that. Y'all planning a baby. The next thing what you have to understand about these situations is that a man will plan marriage and a baby with you to get you to drop your guards. That gets you to drop your guards. After he talked about a marriage and a baby, you send nude. You sending all kind of nasty pictures. You doing all kind of nastiness. You on the phone videotaping with the remote control. Playing with the remote. What is shaped like this? What do I do with this? You making videos all why? Because he talked about marriage. He talked about that baby. He got you open. He got you open. Then he went to complaining about finances. That right there let you know he wanted to see where your money at. And he also wanted to see if you could shoot him a loan, float him a little loan. That's why he went to complain about them finances. And now here's the thing, sis, listen. I'm going to tell you what you need to do. You need to get online. You need to get on Google because you got to pump your brakes. You got to pump your brakes. And sometimes, you know how like when you in church and the pastor preaching and they got props on the stage to drive the message home. Let me tell you, get online and Google whatever kind of car you got. Google Toyota Camry brake pedal and order that brake pedal. Order that brake pedal. It might cost you $20, $30. Order that brake pedal and put it in your purse. And just every time you go to think about this man or the next time you get in a relationship, just sit at your desk at work and just press your brake. Just pump your brakes. Just sit the brake under your foot at the job and just pump your brakes. That's what you got to do. You got to put this in your head. You got to slow down, sis. You went to rushing the man. You rushing the man. The man like, hold on. Now you rushing me. Even with him saying, I'm not going to rush him to push the date and the court is out because the judge that marries is the same person that can divorce. Now, whatever that mean, I guess that sound, got that from his grandma. That don't even make no sense. Then you say, I don't want to wait for you to decide if you really want me, sis. You need to wait for him to decide if he really wants you. Y'all just met. So listen, everybody in here, pump your brakes. Pump your brakes. Stop moving in with a man. Stop moving in with men. No, wait till you get married before you move in. He ain't even met your kid. Now listen, this 4 months, you don't even know this man. What? And you get your children and take your children over there, sis. I thank the Lord you ain't put your first and last name in here. I'll be calling DCF on you. I'll be right now. Yes, I have a young lady named Jane Smith. Yes, it appears she's from Ohio. Yes. She just got her children and took them to live with a strange man. Can you investigate the situation, make sure the house is clean and that the kids are getting 3 meals a day and fed and bathed and cleaned and clothed and their nails clean? Thank you very much. I'd have called DCF on you. Said, listen, this is what the next thing you need to do. If you have television, you need to watch the news for the next 7 days. For the next 30 days, you need to watch the news. Every night. Your 9 o'clock news or whatever time it come on, watch the 9 o'clock news after the kids in bed. And see what these men out here doing to these babies, to these kids. Come on now. Come on now. You cannot do that. Y'all cannot do that. You never take a man around your children inside of a year. You need 12 months to find out if he crazy. Before you bring him around your children, that man will be doing all kind of ungodly stuff to your sons and your daughters. And it don't have to be sexual. It could be thumping them in the head. It could be pulling their ear. It could be scratching their nose. It could be thumping them in the lip. If you got a baby that can't talk, it's no telling what's getting done. These men is crazy. Listen to me. Every single man, including myself, is crazy. We need the blood of Jesus pleaded over us. We need to be prayed upon. Not prayed upon, not prayed upon. Prayed upon, not prayed upon. Prayed upon. We need to be watched. We need to be clothed with the word of God, fed with the word of God. You need to watch us and make sure that we right. I was watching last night a documentary. Watch this documentary. It's called The Innocent Man. It's on Netflix. Write that down. The Innocent Man. Watch that documentary. It's got 6 episodes. Find you a whole day like a Saturday or Sunday where you can watch the whole thing. Where you can see what these men went and did to these women. Oh yeah. These were everyday men. These was everyday men. Oh yeah. But one of the men had an issue. The police said that man daddy had a little farm and had goats and sheep and all of this, and used to with the animals in front of the sun. Yeah. Oh yeah. And I don't work with people like that. See, this is what you got to understand. You cannot take your children around no strange man. Y'all be so ready. One lady, well, I want to introduce my daughter to him around like 4 months or like 6 months, because what if we get together and he doesn't get along with my daughter? Listen, if he like you, then he better get along with your daughter. What the world of grown folk not getting along with a child? That don't even make no sense. So you finna put your child in danger, in harm's way, around this man who could be a pervert. All right, put the word, spell the word out. You know what word I'm trying to say. Can't say all the words on here. But listen to me. Come on now. Sis. Sis, this right here, what you described to me is beyond thirsty. This right here is dehydrated. Your tongue hanging out your mouth. You need to walk around. This is a bottle of water. You need to walk around with a water in this hand and a Gatorade in this hand all day long and just hydrate all day. Just pour it like the marathon runner. Just pour it across your head. Listen, sis, come on now. And then he Jehovah's Witness, so I don't think Jehovah's Witness celebrate holidays. You got children. You can't be with a new man. It's different if it's their biological father. And he talking about, well, family, you know, we do not do Christmas because that is a pagan holiday. And Jesus was not born on December 25th. So we do not celebrate Christmas. We do not celebrate birthday. We do not celebrate Easter. Because these are all pagan holidays. So is no holidays in this house. If it's the biological father, it's still hard for them kids to understand, because they going to school, everybody talking about their Christmas gifts, all this, and then they coming home and just staring in the corner, just envisioning a Christmas tree in their head, just trying to visualize a Christmas tree, because they Jehovah's Witness daddy. I believe Jehovah's Witness don't celebrate holidays. If I'm mistaken, then my uncle was lying to me, because he was. Yeah. I know the Jehovah's Witness right now in the comment. We don't celebrate holidays. And don't be talking about us. And we don't do it because we got the common sense to know they are pagan holidays. Jehovah's Witnesses do not celebrate national or religious holidays or birthdays. The only way they do memorialize is Jesus Christ's death around the time of Easter and Passover. Now, see, I'm going to tell you, this ain't got it, because ain't nobody that religious not to celebrate no holidays. I'm going to tell you who started Jehovah's Witness. And then y'all women who Jehovah's Witness, you need to rethink this here thing. Because it's just a day. It's just in this celebration, you make it what you want it to make it. You make it what you want to make it. But they don't even celebrate birthdays. That's the day you born. Like, come on now, y'all. Y'all got to think through this thing. I'm going to tell you why this is. And I'm going to tell you why this is. This ain't got nothing to do with religion. This got to do with a cheap man. Started this right here. And he want to have an issue with a holiday so he could save some more money. Because a lot of men is so frugal and so cheap. Whoever started this right here just didn't want to spend money on holidays. That's all it was. Oh, these pagan holidays. Listen, man, I'm not finna be confusing my children and have my children confused and stressed and depressed because they in school and 99% of the school, 100% of the school is celebrating their birthday, and then my child got to go to school. I was born, but I don't have a birthday. Oh, why you ain't got no birthday, Jimmy? I don't know. My daddy say he ain't got no birthday. How old are you turning, Jimmy? I don't know. How old everybody else in the class? I don't know. I don't have a birthday. We witnesses. We don't have birthdays. Leave me alone. I'm trying to do my work. I ain't got no birthday. You see what I'm saying? Why you gonna put a child through that? And the whole school got birthday, Christmas, Easter, all of this. Everybody wearing their costume. Your child going to school in regular clothes. Come on now. We get beyond ourselves with some of this stuff. And then see this how I tell you right here. This is exactly my point right here. Is you'll have a man that's a Jehovah's Witness that don't want to celebrate holidays, so he ain't got to spend no money on your birthday or your Christmas on you and your kids, but then want you on your back. Oh, so y'all serve Jesus, and so y'all don't do you don't do holiday. I ain't gonna say y'all. You don't do holiday, but you do fornication. Oh, okay. That's a new one. That's a new. So we can't hunt. We can't go look for Easter eggs but we can have that and catch diseases, spread STDs, get pregnant outside of wedlock, but we can't go find Easter eggs. You see what I'm saying? Come on now. We talked about it 3 weeks ago. He said he ain't like my city. So we talked about me going to his city. We talked about it 3 weeks ago. I uprooted my kids he never met and moved there within a week. That right there. See, it's called DCF on yourself. And just tell them to find you. Y'all, we don't want to take the kids from you, but sis, you need to find yourself. When I say find yourself, I mean FIND and FINE. You need to find yourself. You need to call DCF and tell them, hey, send me a fine. Just find me, because I've uprooted my kids and moved them 6 hours away to a man house that I do not know more than the man on the moon. I don't know this man from a can of paint. And I uprooted my kids and moved to his house. And let me tell you what, that's how you know this whole relationship was fake. Because when you got there, that's why it was pure, the word you put, HELL, because he wanted, you say of him, it was nothing but pure HELL of him arguing with me. He did that on purpose. He said, you done come way over here. I was just joking this whole time, was not trying to be with you. Only reason why I'm talking to you is trying to break you down to the point that I can have you sending me some money unions and Western Grams through the mail. And now you done uprooted and to come out here to gonna put my foot to the fire and make me honor my word. I am not a man of integrity. I am not a man of my word. I did not want to marry you. I did not want to have no baby with you. I was only talking to you to get nude and to get money. And now you done uprooted these baby kid, because that's what he calling them, and then came over here, oh, we finna argue. That's all he wanted to do is argue, because he wanted to argue up out of that house. And guess what? It worked. He argued you right up out that house. You say 7 days, you was out of there. Listen, learn your lesson. Learn your lesson. Don't ever in your life again move in with a man before you marry. Don't ever in your life again introduce a man to your children inside of 12 months. Don't ever in your life again open your leg to a man before you marry. Learn your lesson from this. Don't ever in your life again be in a long distance relationship. So you must have met the man online. Don't ever in your life again date online unless you meet the man on a Facebook or Instagram. And then if you gonna date him, then you still got to have rules. No sleeping together, no moving together, no introducing kids. You still got to have rules and regulations. And then sis, listen, drink your Gatorade. You talking about I blew him up yesterday, text and call, no response. Really? Yes, really. He do not like you. This man do not like you, sister. Your man do not want to be with you. That's why he ran you up out the house. Come on now. That's why he was complaining about them finances. All he want from you is some money. He wants some money. Then the other day, you got nasty. Now see, it says if I read the email the way it was written, I could tell that you done come through some things by your punctuation and by your lingo. That's why I had to take a commercial break. Cause it had me rolling. Cause I could hear your voice with this email. And so listen to me. You got to get that hood out you. You got to get that hood out you if you want you a real man. You got to get that ghetto out you. Because you told a man you gonna put him on child support because you pregnant. You ain't bit more sniff the embryo. And then you gonna pull that on the man? Come on now. Come on now. You can't go to doing low blows just because you dealing with old clown. Cut him off. Save your energy. Save your class. Don't stoop to his level of trashiness. And so now you told him that. And he called you a B. He got upset, yelling, and etc. And he called me a B. Prior to that, he stated he couldn't do this anymore. Yes, he trying to let you know, listen. Okay, let me break this down Manglish and I got to go. Let me break this down in Manglish. If he articulated what this is what it would sound like. Listen, I do not want you. I don't even want a relationship. Don't want to be with you. Do not like you. I'm only dealing with you and talking to you every day because I was trying to put in the time to break you down so that I can get you on my roster to be sending me nudes and money. I want the nudes so I can deal with Angela, and I want the money so I can be shopping and spending on the woman that is out of my league that I cannot get because I don't have enough money to get her. So I wanted enough dummies on the roster so that I can have each of y'all sending me $100 to $200 a week, thinking that I'm in financial hardship, and I will be taking y'all $800 to $1,000 a week, which is $4,000 a month, which is $48,000 a year, and I will be spending that on this woman that is out of my league because I'm a nickel trying to get a dime. And so I couldn't afford $200 date nights with this woman because of my roster of dummies sending me money. And then this woman over here who is out of my league is forcing me to pretend that I am a Pentecostal Christian instead of the Jehovah's Witness that I am. So what I have to do is pretend to be Pentecostal Christian for her, and she is 100% abstinent until marriage. That is why I need your nude pictures, because y'all, my list of dummies, sending me the nasty pictures. So now I can my lotion Angela, so that I'm released before I go see her, who I'm trying to dupe and get her and trap her by making her think I got money because I got all this expendable cash from people like you. Now, you ain't no dummy, but he calling you a dummy, okay? So don't feel like I'm calling you a dummy. I'm saying he calling you. He saw you as a duck, stuck in a truck, about to get plucked. You see what I'm saying? So that's what and that's why it's always a red flag when you meet a man and it ain't been 3 months. Yeah, so it's like, one thing about me, like, I'm a real man. And it's cause like I'm from the streets or whatever, but I'm a real man and I know my wife when I'm talking to my wife. And the things you do to get a woman, you got to do those things to keep a woman. And you gonna be my wife. You gonna be my wife, and I want you to raise my child, and we gonna make this happen. It ain't been 3 months. He already telling you them lies. And you said in here, he said in the beginning, the things you do to get somebody, you got to keep them. Look, he got all the game. He know all the game. And so the thing about it is right now, you say, yeah, he got married younger through the court. Say it was because of religion, meaning that he didn't want to be or wasn't supposed to be in fornication, so he got married. They went through a divorce. So yes, now he over marriage. He done with it. He waiting on the absolute one if he ever get married again. But he is a liar. He's a cheater. He's a grown boy. So you got to understand that about these men, and you got to stop jumping the gun. You got to stop going so fast. You got to pause and chill. Listen what you need to do. You talking about please help. You got to help yourself. You got to help yourself. You got to read the books. You got to take the courses. You got to do the coaching. You got to get the knowledge. You say you ain't have no daddy. A lot of daddies ain't teaching all this, but at least, you know, when you don't have no daddy, you got to go to the experts that's out there, to the people that's talking about this kind of stuff and hear what they saying. And then you have to use your common sense. You cannot talk yourself out of your common sense. Don't ever talk yourself out of your common sense. Don't do that. Don't do that. Come on now. Remember what I did on, I don't know if you've seen that other video. Obviously not. The other video, what I was talking about, where I say sometimes you got to ask yourself these questions from the outside in. Like, you got to ask yourself, as if you a coach, you a life coach, and you working with your client, and you ask that client, you say, hey, so let me ask you, okay, if you just met a man 3 months ago, would you think it to be wise to uproot your children from their environment and their schools and move 6 hours to live with him, and y'all just met 3 months ago? Would that be a good idea? I'm just kind of curious. Just want to know if that's a good idea or not. Answer that question. Answer that question. Now, see, come on now, sis. So listen to me, sister. Listen to me. You got to love yourself. You did not have a earthly father, but you have a heavenly father. And God loves you. And you were fearfully and wonderfully made. So you have to set new standards for your life. And you have to decide what you deserve. And you got to make sure that what you believe you deserve, that you stand 10 toes on that. And that you believe that, and that everything in the relationship coincides with what you believe. You can't say that you want to wait until marriage for sex, but then go move in with a man. That don't go together. You can't say you a Christian and so you don't want to be in fornication, but then be in fornication. You can't say you a Christian and you move as a Christian and then you lying and trying to manipulate the man, telling him that you're pregnant and you're not pregnant, and telling him you're going to put him on child support. See, what you say you want, you have to become what you want. You can't act like trash and then expect class. You can't act like the bottom and want to be on top. You can't, and when I'm not talking about a position, all right, in the bedroom. I'm talking about in life. You see what I'm saying? You have to become what you want to attract. This man is a reflection of you. This is the level of man that you will continue to attract as long as you stay at the level of thinking that you are at. You have to renew your mind. You have to renew your spirit. You have to get the knowledge. You got to wash yourself. And right now, you don't need to worry about a relationship. You need to worry about your children. When you didn't say uproot my kid, you said uproot my kids with an S. You didn't say how many, and I hope that number is not astronomical. You also did not say your age or his age. Those are other things that go in there. Nor did you say your occupation and his occupation. All that right there go in here. All that right there would have played the whole. I would have had 3, 4, 5 more layers of revelation with that information, but that information not in here. So listen, you got to start loving yourself. Think about your children. If they of the age of memory, where they gonna remember what just went down, ooh, you gonna get talked about. Oh yeah, you gonna get talked about on Ayala. They gonna be on TV. Well, she probably ain't gonna be there. Probably be my show then. But they gonna be on my show one day. Yes, when I was young, like my mom, she just was so like man crazy. It just like she would talk to a man for 3 months, and the next thing you know, I'm like waking up and she's like packing all my clothes frantically and throwing me in the back of the car, and then we're like driving 6 hours, and then we move in with this strange man. Never met him in the world. One day one of the guys grabbed my butt and I was like, wow, what is going on? And it's just like I cried myself to sleep night after night, and I'm like, I'm leaving my friends, I'm leaving my family, I'm leaving my hometown, and we just keep moving in with these different men after 3 months because my mom is just so desperate to get married. Come on now. Come on now, sister. Y'all got to stop trolling me with these emails. But no, I'm going to tell y'all something. Because some people was asking, are these emails real? Yes, they real. Yes, they real. So when you see me frustrated, please understand that you don't read every email I read. I get tens of thousands of these. Yeah, they real. She got a whole name in the email. Ain't nobody gonna go make the name with their last name and their favorite number just to send this here in. Cause if it was fake, it'll be a whole lot crazier. It's way crazier that happened in this here now. See, from the sister side of things, she thought she met Prince Charming. She thought she met the man of her dreams. She thought God sitting on the throne, sitting high, looking low, crossed her path with his son that's going to love and protect and care for her and be there for her, and that God is a good God and moves with a swiftness and a quickness for the blessing that you need in the season that you're in. She thought that God was moving on high for her. And that's why she moved so fast, because she said, Lord, I don't want you waiting on me. I'm finna catch up to you, and we finna move, usher in this husband. Not usher with the thing burning in his pan, but usher in a husband. That's what she thought. So see, we got to understand where the sister operating from, because we'll look at her situation and then y'all will be in the same situation. It'll look a little different. It'll be 6 months instead of 4 months. It'll be just planning marriage instead of marriage and a baby. It'll be he move in with you instead of you moving in with him. It'll be him uprooting his kid moving to you instead of you uprooting your kid moving to him. See, y'all look at somebody's situation, and because your situation is not the exact same, you'll say, oh, he ain't talking to me. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm talking to you. You rushing your relationship. You talking about marriage, y'all ain't even been talking 6 months. You sleeping together, y'all sleeping together, and y'all long distance. What you think he doing with that thing when you not there? Oh, everybody getting a piece of that. He out in the community. Oh, he out there in the community. And then you go visit, or he come visit you, and then he put that community thing in you. Come here. Let me put this on you. So that thing, and then you got the community thing. You doing all kind of ungodly stuff. Come on, now. Y'all got to do better. Listen, sis. You need a minimum of 4 sessions of coaching with any coach. Any coach will do. Because this right here, this don't take a guru to help you not make this mistake again. I can put you on coaching call with my 13-year-old son, and he'll get you together about this right here. Listen, any coach will do. You need to hear yourself talking, really, so that you, when you say this stuff out loud, you could be like, that's what you need to do. You need a minimum of 4 sessions of coaching, and you need to read a love and relationship book, 1 book a month. 1 book a month. A book might cost you from $15 to $30. 1 book a month. If you don't like reading, then you need to listen to the audio book. Everybody that's struggling with relationships, you need to be taking a course a month, reading a book a month, and doing a coaching session a month. You got to have a self-investment into your mentality, into your mindset, to help you so that you don't make mistakes like this, so that you don't keep doing stuff like this. The thing is, don't go to the opposite end of the spectrum. Meaning, you could talk to somebody, date somebody, go on dates, hold hands, kiss. Not right now in this season. Right now, unless you got some hand sanitizer and all that, sanitize your lips. Don't be kissing and all that right now in here and now, because they might be asymptomatic and coughing on you. And then you go on to meet the Lord, and you got children to raise. So right now, you want to talk, you want to build. That's how you date right now. You talking, you communicating, and you building. You talking about your job, you talking about your hopes and your dream. You building, and then you could do social distance dating. And when you go out on a date, have your little thermostat just to put on their forehead. All right, 98.6. Okay, you good. All right, date can proceed. You see what I mean? Have your safety. All right, check that temperature. Have your mask. And you building, you spending quality time. Stay off your bike. Stay off your bike. Don't even be kissing right now. Don't be kissing right now. Listen, no funny business. Don't be sending no pictures. Don't be sending no pictures of nothing. Neck up. You want to send a picture? Neck up with a smile. Neck up with a smile. You can even smile if you want to smile. Send your neck up. That's it. Neck up. and we just talking, trying to understand where that person mental at. You hear me? Through your ears to the mind. That's all you doing right now. Keep your legs closed, keep your eyes open, keep your ears open. And that's all you doing right now in this season. You doing that for 12 months straight. Ain't no hanky panky. You hear me? Ain't nothing. Ain't no hand favors. Nothing sexual. We just building. The longest you do, give you a long embrace. Okay? Maybe get you a kiss on the forehead, but understand now that bacteria do just like this now. It'll crawl right on down you. You had that 19 going to meet the Lord. So be careful. If you got the date on Zoom, Y'all get on Zoom and date. Zoom, send me a check. And then that's how you build. When things change, okay, now next year we get a situation where it's under control. Okay, now you can hold hands. Now y'all can sit a little closer. Okay, now you might get your little kiss in. All right. And then you learning where they mind at, what they believe about the Lord, what they hopes and dreams are, what they're doing right here and now. Do they have a job? Can they pay all their bills? House, car, rent, mortgage, whatever it is. Can they take care of themselves? Point blank, period. That's what you need to be doing right now. Stop being desperate. Stop trying to rush it. Marriage is not going to save you. Marriage is not going to save you. Marriage can destroy you. Marriage ain't the end all be all. Stop trying to rush to a baby. Stop trying to rush to the altar. Stop trying to do that and take your time and get to know somebody. Stop being desperate for external love and get desperate for the love of God. Get desperate for internal love. Fall in love with you. Get to know who you are. Get in therapy. Get in coaching. Get the healing that you need from not having a mother or not having a father or having a mother and a father and them being toxic or draining. Get the healing that you need. Get the knowledge that you need. Get the growth that you need. That's what you need to focus on. And if you got children, you need to focus on your children. You need to be getting some raise on your job so that your children could do the extracurricular activities that they need to do, because your children might be the one that retire you. My mama in her 50s and I pay her bills. Her bills cost me $3,000 a month. She'll have to have a good job to be making $3,000 a month right now to pay for the bills that I pay. She in her 50s. But you know what? She will focus on me. Raising me. I was in basketball and football. I was made to get good grades. See, while you uprooting your children, moving up under a stinking booty, musty, ugly man. I know he ugly. I already know he ugly. Look like the side of a Chevy. And cause see, you chasing a man and your children like, your kids over there. I had gymnastics. I got to miss my basketball game, Mom. Oh my goodness, we getting ready for the championship. And now they in the car up the road. Come on, nah. Them kids can't even finish the season. Them kids gone halfway through the season, team depending on them. Or better yet, worse yet, the kids weren't even in no season. You got them kids sitting at the house, they ain't got nothing to do. Kid just sitting there looking at the wall. Overhearing your conversation. You over there. Oh yeah. Oh, I love you too. Bye. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. Oh, boy, you get on my nerves. You hang up. Hush. Shut up. Hush. See, if I have to tell you again, shut up. Excuse me, I'm sorry. You know how every night you got to get on these kids. Oh my goodness. You're going to be such an amazing stepfather. I already know you're going to be an amazing stepfather. And they need you. They need you. They need you. I love you too. Huh? Oh. You running out of minutes on your phone? Well, what is the bill this month? $200. You need to borrow it from me? Okay, all right, don't worry about it. I already told you when you met me, you met the right one. I am a ride or die. This is a real one. I don't know what you're used to. Give me 1 second. Let me send this on MoneyGram. I love to hear that sound that it made. It made it. Okay. All right, baby. I love you. All right, bye. That's how you look. That's how you look. I had to act that out so you can see how you look. I had to act that out so you can see how you look. How do that look? Now, right here, you said, but when he did, making like it's my fault of me calling too much and not letting him get off the phone, which are lies. Oh, wow, I forgot about that. I just had you on the phone, holding him on the phone for dinner. I apologized. I feel stupid. Let me repeat that. I apologize. I feel stupid. I feel stupid. I just want to get that word in there and just let you know that word is your word. That's not my word. I know I get in trouble sometimes with saying the word and hurting people's feelings, but I just want to let you know the way you said you feel, I concur. Just how you feel, I want to let you know. That's also how you look. That's also how you look. You look like you feel. Okay? So I want you to read that right there again. I want you to read that right there again. Now your problem was apologizing. You apologize to no grown boy. You apologize to a grown boy. You need to apologize to your kid. Let me ask you a question. You got internet, obviously. You got data, obviously. Okay, let me tell you what you need to do. You need to find out your kid's favorite toy, gift, snack, candy. And when you see this video tomorrow, you need to get their favorite, whatever it is. And you need to get a card for each and last one of them, if they can read. And you need to write an apology in that card. You need to apologize. You apologize to a grown boy. You need to apologize to your children for uprooting them and moving them to stinking booty man. They can't even use the bathroom. His pubes all on the back of the toilet. That child in. What is this? What this man be in here doing? Oh my goodness. Them kids, commercial break. Listen to me now. Listen to me now. You gotta get this together. You gotta get this together. You gotta get this together, sister. Now see, I'm gonna try to answer all y'all questions that come in here. It's a lot of them though. It's adding up. They adding up too fast. I'm gonna tell you that now. So I'm gonna have to try to do 2 videos a day. Some of them just be teaching if we on some current topic, and then some of them be talks with Tony. But hey, God bless y'all. If you have a question, send it in to inbox@tonygaston.com. Inbox@tonygaston.com. That's an email address, not a website. Inbox, INBOX @tonygaston.com. Now, some of these, I'm going to have to skip some of them now. I just told that lie. Some of them I have to skip some of them because I just don't want to be on here. Every video is stupid. And everybody watching like, oh my goodness, another one of these. Oh my goodness, can we get a legitimate question? You know, I don't want to waste people's time. So some of these I might have to read before I shoot the video. This one I ain't get to read before I shot the video because I was rushing today. Hey, God bless you. We'll talk soon.